So the first play we're going to look at today is Malik Murphy's 25-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Moore off of his slant and go in the first overtime. Now, to see why this play works, we first want to take a look at Malik Murphy's first touchdown in the game in the first quarter to receiver Eli Panko off of the slant. Now, to see why this play works, we're going to look at what Northwestern is doing. They're lining up in their 4-2-5 with 5 DBs playing back. And what they're going to do, they're going to play man-to-man pretty much across the board with the cornerbacks just man on every single receiver here. But the motion of the safeties and the linebackers is what really allows this play to work. The left side safety is going to roll down either to blitz or pick up that running back out of the backfield. And the safety on the right hash is kind of going to cover that area 10 yards off the ball from the middle to kind of like the hash to where he is, right? So they're trying to see if that outside receiver is going to run a slant. Maybe the safety could jump it or pick it off. Now, since that left hash safety is the one coming down, Panko's slant is wide open. Now, when we look at Northwestern in the first part of overtime, they're lined up in a very similar look to what they were doing in the first quarter, still in that same 4-2-5 look, and they're still going to run man-to-man. But this time they're making a slight adjustment to kind of negate the option of the slant that they got beat on earlier in the game. Both safeties, instead of having the left safety kind of come down to play the run, both safeties are going to sit at that 10 yards off the ball in that robber position to jump any slants that are coming their way. Northwestern's thinking that's going to come since Duke had earlier success with that earlier in the game. Now, Duke, knowing this adjustment is most likely going to come, right, are they going to change Jordan Moore's route from not just a slant, but to a slant and go? Meaning that when he crosses in front of this safety, instead of allowing the safety just to jump in front of him, now when Moore makes that break for his slant, he's going to take 3 steps, plant his foot up, and go right upfield. Now we see that get executed perfectly as Moore comes across for the slant. The safety comes down, thinking that Moore is going to keep running his route. Malik is expecting to put the ball there, but Moore instead plants his foot, gets upfield, and goes right by the safety for the touchdown. Now, the key defensive play that we're going to take a look at for this game is going to be the interception thrown by Mike White in the first quarter. So what Duke is doing in this look is that they're really lining up kind of in more of a cover 6 shell with this bottom of your screen cornerback being so far off the ball. It doesn't exactly look like cover 2 right out the gate, even though that's what they're going to get into. Now, Northwestern actually runs a vertical with this outside receiver, which in theory really can beat cover 2 depending on where the throw is. Now, the throw to beat cover 3 needs to be within 12 to 15 yards because the safety is going to come over top, and if it's too far down the field, it makes it way too easy for the safety to pick it off. Now, what we see here is that number 0, the cornerback, does fly down to the flat, but the receiver kind of gets a pretty clean release off of him to go right by. But the DB does a good job of trailing and trying to stay with them. And the Northwestern's quarterback honestly makes a late throw and throws the ball about 20 yards down the field, which allows the Duke safety to come over and make a play on the ball, leading to a big interception. If we watch closely on the replay, we can see number 0 jump down. We see Mike White seeing that number 0 is beat, tries to fit the ball in there, but by the time he realizes it, it's much too late, much too slow, isn't able to get it in there quick enough, and the safety is able to come down, see the route cleanly, especially since the inside receiver isn't running in a route that really threatens his zone. So since there's no route that threatens his zone, the safety knows that the only thing he has to play is that outside fade and is able to get over there with plenty of time, make the big play, get both feet in bounds, and make a huge turnover for the Blue Devils.